Guys, if you ask me what's failure for you or how does it feel, I would say for me, failure is tough, but it's certainly like a flavor that enriches your success journey. It's not the end, but it's a redirection to your journey. And this video is all about it. So, guys, if you have ever felt stuck, or maybe you are in a situation where you feel like all the doors are closed for you, you need to stay with us throughout this video. Today, I have charismatic Karishma with me. She'll be sharing her journey from failure to fluency. It's going to be a dose of motivation, not just for me, but all the people out there. So do not forget to share and subscribe. It's a must thing, right? Let's start. Hi, Karishma. Good afternoon. Welcome to my
Oh,
channel.
yeah, very good afternoon. Thank you so much.
All right. So, first of all, I'm so happy to see you here. And I would like to mention I am new to these conversation videos. And of course, it's a pleasure having you here. Why? Because you guys have been doing it for long now, right? If I'm not wrong. And when I wasn't a YouTube person really, but I used to watch some people making videos and being in these conversations, and you were one among them. So back then I used to think like how they do it, how they record, how they interact, and how they approach each other. So it used to be like a big deal, right? Till the time I wasn't into it. But once I am into it and once I have started connecting with people, it has been really a joyful part of my journey now. And today it feels great to see you here. And I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot of things from you today. And we'll be making this session, this conversation really meaningful. And one more message that I can really think of at this point of time. So, when I didn't start my conversation videos, and I used to take it really like a big deal. But now that we are doing it and it has become really smooth, so what I am able to feel, till the time you are not into something, things look difficult.
Difficult,
But
right?
once you start with it and once you are into it, your paths just get clearer, and
Right.
your way is made like that. Your doors are open. So
Right.
now I'm into it, and we just connected randomly, and we are here. It's no big deal, right? So things
Right.
become easier. And yeah, I'm so glad to have you today on my channel, and let's make it meaningful. And since this is our
Yeah.
first time, of course, I want you to introduce yourself in an elaborate manner so that our viewers can listen to you.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much, and I'm really glad to be here on your channel. And before I start my introduction, I would like to give you a compliment that I feel it just right now that you have a quite charming and attractive personality. I should say, like, charismatic personality you have, and your voice is literally very amazing. It's very sweet, polite. I wish I could have this kind of voice. So it's amazing. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Now, yeah, now let me introduce myself. My name is Karishma Chauhan. I am speaking to you from Gurgaon. I hail from Delhi, completed all my education there. My higher education is LLB, and presently I am an advocate. I have my own law firm, which is located in Delhi as well. And apart from that, I am a YouTuber. I have been on YouTube from last, I think, 3 years now. And apart from that, I'm a mother of two beautiful children. Both are boys. And if you talk about my hobbies, I would love to connect with people from diverse background and communicate with them. That's pretty much about me. Yeah.
All right, wonderful. So you are an advocate, you are a wife, mother to two kids, and a YouTuber. Means there's always a
Right.
lot on your plate, right? And still you have managed this time to connect with me today. So it's great,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's all about how you are managing everything, I think, right?
Right.
So if not, then we keep complaining. That's a constant part of our lives. It's all
True.
about management. So, Karishma, through you, I really want to tell my viewers and I want to learn this from you. Like, if you really want to do something, you can find your way to do it if you are willing to do it, right? So, that
Definitely.
willingness is important. That is what I
True.
can learn from you today, right?
That's true.
So,
Right.
Karishma, I have got a lot of questions about you and about your journey and everything. But since this is our first time, of course, let me tell you some things about myself before we proceed. Okay.
Right.
So, my name is Vinita. In short, it is Vinie, as you can see. My learners, they fondly call me as Dia ma'am. That is how my channel's name is English with Vinie and Dia. I hail from a very small, beautiful, peaceful town located on the bank of River Narmada. It is named as Narmadapuram in the central part of Madhya Pradesh. Academically, I am CA finalist, that is chartered accountant, CS
Okay.
professional, that is company secretary, masters in economics. Alongside, I hold certification in public speaking. Professionally, I'm a communication and spoken English trainer. It's been 10 plus years I have been into teaching. I started back in the year 2014. At that time, I started teaching CA students. But if I talk about my communication journey, it started during COVID, during 2020. And after that, it has been one fulfilling journey where I have tutored more than 5,000 students from different backgrounds, like right from kindergarten till senior citizens, CAs, doctors, everyone. If I talk about my spare time activities, I love creating content for my YouTube channel. It is a compulsion, right? I can't overlook it, right? Since I'm a budding YouTuber or a content creator, you can say. Other than that, I'm a travel enthusiast. I love traveling. Anytime welcome, like that. Second, I am art enthusiast. I love art. Then I'm into yoga, meditation, and dance. That is all about me. And I hope that's enough to know me.
Yeah, it's enough and it's amazing introduction, I would say. And I'm really glad to know that I'm connecting with a tutor or trainer right now. And I would definitely learn a lot from this particular conversation.
Of course, of course. So even I hope for the same. And Karishma, so as we introduced ourselves, right? What I find there is one thing in common, right? One thing I find common, that is you are an advocate. Along with that, you are maintaining a YouTube channel, and there is a full-time duty of home being a homemaking or being a mother, right? Similarly, I am from a completely different field. Then I'm a communication coach, and now I am into YouTube and other platforms, right? Plus, I have got whole family to manage, right? So this is one thing in common. That means being from a completely different field, but having something else. Maybe we can call it as a side hustle or a passion, and something that we are being consistent at. We are consistent, right? It's not like once in a blue moon we are just coming here and having sessions. We are maintaining a good consistency. So today I would like to talk about, like, there are people who are from one field, right? And they consider it everything, like that's all, I really can't handle any other pressure or passion. They keep their passion aside, right? That is one category of people. There is another category, the category where people, if they are up to something, let's suppose if they are preparing for NEET, they are preparing for UPSC, they are preparing for CA, or maybe LLB or CLAT, whatever they are. Suppose if in case, unfortunately, if they are unable to make it or get success, they feel they feel like that all the doors are closed for them. They feel like that, and it's like a
Right.
complete shutdown. They consider that as a complete shutdown, and for them it's really difficult for themselves, for them to motivate themselves, right? So through this video, I really want them to connect with us, and I really want people who really find themselves as being stuck, demotivated, or really if they think that my doors are completely closed and I'm unable to figure out what should I do? And or if there are people who find it difficult to pursue their passion, I want them to listen to this. And let's just discuss our journeys, how from one field we are managing time for this particular part and make it meaningful. So, is that going to be okay for you?
Definitely. It's an important topic, I feel, because I can resonate with the feeling. As you said that we both are from completely different background, but now we are end up here like creating YouTube videos. You know what? As you said, CA, there was the time when I tried for CPT and I got failed in that exam. I think because of just few numbers, I got failed.
Hmm.
And the reason of that is also one that I was doing two things together. I was in a regular college. So I used to go to college and the rest of the day I used to go to the tuition like coaching centers and for CPT. So when I failed, I literally cried, and that was the very first time in life that I was crying for the numbers. That how can I get fail? I was not able to admit it that okay, like I am not able to clear this. And after that, I quit. I did not even give a second attempt. And I think that's the very nice decision I have ever took in my life. Because sometimes destiny has some other plans for you. You may not know. You may feel discouraged. You may feel that you are stuck on certain level. But maybe destiny has planned something else which is very meaningful and good for yourself. That's how I met. I started working with a law firm. It's like coincidence that I just gave an interview and I got selected for a law firm. I worked there for at least 4 or 5 years, and that's when I understand that okay, this is something that I can do it. After working and gaining that experience, I have done my LLB.
Oh,
So I think it's a
okay.
completely relevant topic. Yeah.
Absolutely. And when you started working at that law firm, you were simply a college student, if I'm not wrong,
Yes. Yes. I was
right?
only a graduate.
So,
Yeah.
in your case, Karishma, I think we can say that failure is not an end. It's a kind of redirection that you get,
Exactly.
right? So the
Exactly.
first failure was really necessary for this journey of
Necessary
yours,
for this.
right?
Exactly.
It was a necessity for you, like that. Oh,
Definitely.
that's amazing. And even when I was doing my articleship, we used to get a lot of students, college students, or some students from different backgrounds. And
Mhm.
after that, they used to plan, okay, if we can work here as maybe an employee, why can't we do CA? So from that office space, they used to get this idea, okay, let's
Inspiration.
start with this
Yeah.
course. So, yes,
Right.
wow, amazing. Glad to hear that. And one more thing, there is one thing as you mentioned. So, at that time, was that your office environment or was that monetary aspect? What is that motivated you to go for LLB? May I know?
That's my senior. They used to tell me. See, I was not an advocate at that time. My English was really poor at that time. I couldn't draft a single email, honestly speaking. My English was really pathetic. Even in school days, I used to get only 40, 45 marks, just the passing marks in English subject. And but I had that passion that one day I will definitely learn English and I'll speak English. But somehow, because my family conditions were not that great, I am from a middle class family, so I had a lot of responsibilities. I have no brother also. So I used to feel that it's only my responsibility to make my parents' life comfortable, maybe even after marriage, what they will do. So I was like very, what should I say that? It's a kind of compulsion for me to do something good with my life and to earn money. I
Yes.
did it finally. I did it. Yeah, that's after that I got married. So it was my senior who used to tell me that Karishma, you are speaking so well. You have that power that you can argue with somebody. You have that passion in your eyes. Your voice is so loud, and I think you are the appropriate person, and you should go for LLB so that you can also attend hearings. Because being a graduate person, I had no right to attend hearings in the court. For that, you have must have that degree. Just becoming influenced with my seniors, my advocates, just because of their appreciation, I filed that LLB program, and that too in English language. And that was the very first time that I cleared any exam in English language. Earlier, I was like from a Hindi medium student. It was very difficult for me to understand English and give any exam in English language, to attempt any exam in English. Yeah,
It's hard to
this.
believe that you were a Hindi medium student, Karishma. I mean,
Seriously?
take a bow, please. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to believe that you are a Hindi medium student because
I
now you
am.
have got great command over it. Of course, it's your hard work. I can't deny it, right? But you are speaking in a way that really it's difficult to figure it out whether you belong to a background that was your some regional language or maybe Hindi medium. But I really appreciate this effort of yours. And now, since I have already appreciated, I would like to understand this journey of yours as well. So, since you were doing really well in your life, you got married, you got kids, everything was there. Right? You have got great role professionally. You were an advocate. Then, what motivated you to come on YouTube and have these interactions?
It is my passion, to be honest. Maybe more
Wow.
than a language, I think YouTube is my passion. And when it came into my life, let me tell you very clearly, I got married in the year 2017. And after that, I quit my job because of my family, not issue, but I have only my mother-in-law and she is quite old. So I just want to understand her. I want to make a connection with the entire family and all. That's how I quit my job knowingly. And that was the time only when I was pursuing LLB also. So I completed my LLB after my marriage. And when my first child, Mitansh, he came into my life at that moment, I took a sabbatical for almost 4 years. During the period when I was raising him, I was doing nothing except taking care of him, taking care of family, household chores. And those 4 years actually transformed my life or me completely because I used to think every time there was only one thing. It, um, it was in my mind that how I can stand again, what I should do. I want to do something, and I used to watch few YouTube videos, vlogs. Sambhavna Seth, you know Sambhavna Seth. I hope so. So I used to watch her vlog. Apart from that, there are many YouTubers, and I got inspiration that if they can do, why can't I? I should do something like that. So I started creating vlogs in English on legal knowledge. It
Oh,
didn't work
wow.
for me,
Hmm.
and I think it was working for me, but I was thinking, I was expecting something like higher result just in a one or two videos. So I stopped working on that. After that, I've tried two, three, four channels. It didn't work for me like the way English has worked. And one thing I have noticed that in all of those channel, I was always trying to speak in English. Though I was not good, I was not clear. My English was literally broken, pathetic. But still, my passion was that much. I was thinking, let's make it, uh, let's create a channel where I will force myself to speak in English only. And I promise myself that I will create a channel and I won't speak any single Hindi word there. I have started channel. I worked. I post my videos, my natural videos. People liked me because I was speaking wrong English with full confidence. People admire me for that also. That how she get that kind of confidence is she speaking wrong English with full of confidence. And I think that is one thing that people start relate start rel how to say this.
They
They start
found it
relating with.
relatable. Yeah, they found it
They
relatable.
found it relatable. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's how my journey began. And after that, I got to know that I'm making a lot of grammatical errors and all. So I took few sessions from Clapping Go. I'm still facing a little bit of difficulty when I speak about past or I'm sharing something about past. I make mistakes here and there, minor mistakes. So I don't bother about them much. I just want to communicate what I want to say to my audience that if I can do, definitely anyone can do. Yeah, that's how my journey.
100%. Wow. So, what is the best part of my journey? If I talk about, so people say, ma'am, don't you get bored speaking to similar kind of people every day? And my family members, every day they come and say, what do you do for the whole day? Like you keep talking, you keep interacting, isn't it tiring or isn't it monotonous, boring? So I say, no, that's how I have been stuck here. I'm literally stuck. Why? Because I'm meeting people like you. I'm just being part of their journey that has been highly inspirational, right? I find people uh, in their 60s and 50s, maybe in their early 20s, they are doing such wonderful things.
It's right.
Right. I have students. I remember my student Karishma. He is 72. Can you
Okay.
imagine?
Oh
72.
my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. And I used to call him by his name. And I used to every time apologize, like, okay, I apologize for calling you by your name. So he used to tell me, Tia, just remember one thing. For the whole life, for my lifetime, I have always heard Sir and Vyasji like that. But you are the first person who calls me so lovingly by my name, and I love it. Please call me like that. So I said, no, you are of
Okay.
my grandfather's age. How can I do that? So,
Okay.
means, but there was whole lot to learn from him. I don't think I taught him anything. I might have done, but what he taught me, the life lessons, the soft skills, no one could have done that. Right.
Right.
So the day when he was leaving, so I said, when are you going to meet me again for the sessions? So he said, means I still remember those words. So he said, in Hindi, he said actually, he said, ऐसा
Okay.
होता है ना कि आपके कुछ पिछले जन्म के हिसाब होते हैं जो बाकी होते हैं. तो दिया आज
Okay.
मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि हमारा कुछ ऐसा हिसाब था जो बाकी था, और अगर वो हिसाब और बाकी होगा तो मैं आपसे मिलूंगा, और अगर यहीं तक होगा तो हम शायद ना मिले. Can you
Okay.
imagine? Like I had tears that day. But I really admire how fulfilling it feels at the end of the day, right? And as I mentioned, I would like to mention a little bit about my journey also. As I mentioned that I have a completely different background, but I am at something that's completely different, like communication
Right.
training and now YouTube. These are like two ends, right? And you know very well, since you have been a part of CA and LLB advocate journey, advocate, they have a lot to speak. They have this speech is the main part. Even I have a lot of students in the same field, from the same field. But when it comes to CA, we hardly got any opportunity to speak.
Speak. Exactly.
So at that time, those 5 years, I really want to mention how it felt like I was unable to speak. I was just confined to one room for the whole day,
Mhm.
like 18 hours. I just studied. Simple, nothing, no other goal, nothing. Right? And I am proud to be part of it. Really. But why I didn't continue, that is the main question. That is how every other person, every other take, they come and ask, like, how are you simply a teacher? Because teacher is really an underrated role in our country, right? So they come and say, left CA for being a teacher, really? So I say, yeah, because at the end of the day, it's your peace of mind that matters, right?
Right.
Means for
Right.
me, it's supreme. There is nothing beyond it. Maybe people have different priorities. For them, monetary value and monetary returns are superior. For me, my passion was superior, and I wanted to be in into something that can really give me a good engagement, a free space to evolve myself, and maybe something where at the end of the day I can sleep peacefully. That was always my goal. I just want to sleep peacefully. So that is what pulled me, I can say, here to communication training, because of course there was a low phase in my life where I was perplexed, I was unable to find my way. What should I do? And whether this is the right choice, leaving CA and going for something else. Is it going to be a good decision? But I think this trial and error should be a part of everyone's life. Until you don't try and experiment and explore, you will always end up with something that is going to suffocate you.
Right.
So today I don't feel suffocated. I don't. Why? Because I might have felt at that time when I was exploring things, things were difficult. I was unable to find one way. But now I'm happy. Why? Because I tried, experimented. I was into art. I had my small business. I had done many things. But
Okay.
I was destined to be here. This was my destiny and my
Yeah, maybe.
ultimate destination, I can say. And I would love to do a lot more things in the same field like that.
Okay. I want to ask you a question. As
Yeah.
you have said that you are in the final year of CA, I thought.
Yes, yes, he finalist, of course. But I am not willing to continue any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? But it's just because I find myself better as a trainer or into better as a coach than amidst files. So that's how.
Okay, but one thing I'm really curious to ask you because I have met people who have done CA. One of my close friends, college friends, Kanchan, she had completed her CA. She got married, and she's not doing anything in that particular field. Similarly, I have one more friend. She has done CA. She did, I think, articleships and all everything. She has a full experience. Now she is working in a corporate sector. She's not doing anything related to that finance or that.
My
So
God.
why people do CA but they change their path as the same like Alina Reis also. She
Yeah,
has
exactly.
completed CA
Mhm.
and she is now you all know her. So
Mm.
what is wrong with CA? Why people getting distracted? Even after working so hard, it's very difficult to clear the groups and all and
My God. Yeah.
but at the end, maybe some people give up like at the final year, some even after they becoming CA, they give up. What can be the reason?
What can be the reason for me? I really don't know about people, but if I talk about my case, Karishma, it was clear. Even when I had a plan, I had clear goal that I want to be somewhere where I can express, where I can connect with
Hmm.
people, and where I get a free space to open up. And being a CA, I really, it was difficult to open up. Right. So I even means it was clear that I want to go into something related to teaching, training, or coaching, like that. That was clear. And that was the time, actually, circumstances at that time were like that, where I had to just give a pause to my journey, right? Due to the circumstances in all the girls' life, I can say. So at
Okay.
that time, circumstances were like that. But after that, when I introspected and when I thought more about it, I thought, okay, if I want to do something that's not related to CA, I should focus on that.
Right.
Right. So, because
Got it.
till that time, there was no focus on communication training or any certifications like that. So after that, when I had to take that break, as you mentioned, you had to take one break. I also had to take that break. And that break was the time when there was a lot of realization. There were trials and errors. There was experiment. There was a lot of introspection. Where I should be, what is meant for me. Like that was the question that kept revolving. And
Got it.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, every person understands what they
Hmm.
really want. By
Hmm.
a certain age or just by their experience, they realized that what am I doing? Is it right for my future or not? They already know it. And you know what? The same self realization I had when I joined a CA firm.
Hmm.
Quickly after my graduation, I've joined a CA firm first because, as I told you, that I wanted to become a CA. So I worked there for a few months and I found it very monotonous. I don't like it, like the tally entries and company registration, this and that same boring stuff regularly I'm repeating. I was like so bored. That's when I decided to change it, and then fortunately I got into that law firm, and there were so many things to do at a time. It's not only that you are making one single application every day and you are just proceeding it. It's not that monotonous task. That's when I feel that okay, this is something really interesting and I should do it because there's a lot of scope. And second thing, as you said, you want to express yourself. The same feeling I had. I want to talk, I want to express my feelings, I want to connect with people. That's something from, I think, beginning, like since my childhood, I was a kind of person who is very talkative and want to communicate, which I feel that that is in this profession. So I was happily quit that CA and then worked there in LL. So I think
Wonderful.
it's,
It's more or
yeah,
less similar. Like even I was
similar.
someone,
Exactly.
I always
Yes.
loved expressing, I loved
Yeah,
speaking
yeah,
when there were people in person, in groups. So it was, and I was really a person who was sociable. And those 5 years when I was preparing myself for CA, I was confined, and that somehow suppressed my personality, I
I
believe.
understand.
The
That's true.
case might be different for people, but for me it was like it suppressed my personality. And then how there was then other fear, like is it going to be same forever? Means I don't want to be like that, like confined to one
Right.
single thing. I want to experiment, explore, meet people, engage, like that.
Yes.
So so communication training and YouTube, I think these are the best ways where you can
Best way.
find
Yeah.
your space to express yourself,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
And
YouTube
that's
is the right platform for it. Yeah.
so Karishma, how is your YouTube journey going on if I talk about your current scenario?
Currently, it is going good because there were so many ups and downs during my journey. When I started my journey, that time I had only one child. During on my journey, I had another one. So, like he's 2 years now, and I started my journey 2 years back. So you can imagine that my full journey it was completely ups and downs with child, and so I was not able to put my 100% attention there, to be honest. But since now he is 2 years old, I'm getting some time to improve on my and work on my language skills. I started reading also. I started having conversation with other people, just giving them a commitment, a time. What earlier I used to do, let me tell you, it's very funny. We had a group on Skype. There were, I think, 400, 500 people were there. The moment my child, when he was young, he slept at the same moment, I message somebody, if anybody is free, please connect with me. I am free. This is how we randomly connected. And there were not a lot of things to communicate because when you're
Communicate.
connecting randomly without any plan, purpose, what will you talk? You will
Mm,
talk about how are you, what's the weather, and all the basic
simple.
conversation. So
Yeah.
now I am over that. I'm not doing the same repetitive
Wow.
thing. I am very I planned all my sessions. I try
Mm.
to put or use one or two different words in my every session so that I can learn something. And it is going better, I feel.
It's well
And from
planned,
last few
right?
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. And what is that one advice you would like to give a budding YouTuber like me?
So how long have you been on YouTube?
I mean, I have completed 1 year recently. Like it was 15th August was my channel's first birthday. But still, for communication videos, I'm absolutely new. Like I have hardly done 5 to 7 episodes.
Okay, I think then you are on the right path. You are in the group, all the people are there, good
Yes,
fluent people are there. You just need to communicate with them, post videos with them, and definitely within a few months, your channel will grow. I'm 100% sure about it.
that's a wonderful
Because it was not
advice.
the case when I had started. There were very few YouTubers that time. We did not know how to communicate, how to find people, and
Absolutely.
there were a lot of difficulties. Now I think it's very sought out, and your
Wonderful.
communication is already marvelous, so you will grow.
Thank you, Karishma. I think time won't permit us, but I would like to thank you wholeheartedly for being here. It was one amazing conversation